Okay, I just told Jude that I was going to get to say the first part about this wine, our second wine today. That for starters, this one we picked out for you, Mr. Bonaguidi. You requested a Spanish wine, so here we brought you a Spanish wine. This was one that Bill and I tasted
Years ago.
Wow, no.
years, I mean, probably 2-3 years ago, and we loved it, and we'd always wanted to use it for something, but then it completely went away. And then Jude came out of nowhere back with this wine, and so I got super duper excited, and so he's going to tell you all about it. But for Mr. Bonaguidi, this one's for you.
All right, so the second wine club wine is a Tempranillo based blend from Rioja Alta. This is a producer named Bodegas Roda that's been in existence since 1987. They work with about 120 hectares of vines. 70% of that is actually their own estate vineyards, but they are sourcing from only contracted growers as well, so they have a really good control over the fruit that they're actually putting into their wines. So they're sourcing from Rioja Alta and Ribera del Duero. So they work with the grape of Tempranillo. This is a blend of 87% Tempranillo, 7% Grenache, and 6% Graciano. This is a producer that is only using organic fruit as well. And they're kind of known as being a traditionalist and modernist. So some of their wines see a lot of oak, and then some of their wines, like this wine, sees very, very minimal oak, mostly neutral oak on the wine. So, you know, Tempranillo, kind of the Spanish Cabernet, if there was a wine like that, high in tannin, great with steaks, you know, great with any type of grilled meats as well. But you get that definite cherry flavor, you get a touch of earth, and then you also get that kind of tobacco, a little bit of cedar from the minimal oak that they see. And this is actually French oak. Sometimes you'll see American oak, you know, pick up a little bit of dill, but this one doesn't have a lot of that kind of dill component to it because of the oak that they've chosen to use. So,
And usually from the wines from the Roberto de Duero, I noticed they're a little bit more elegant,
Yeah.
sometimes than the Rioja.
yeah.
And so where else did you say this was from?
So this is a Rioja Alta and Ribera del Duero.
Okay.
So 2016 vintage was also a very, very cool year, so you can kind of pick that up on the palate. You get a lot more acid in this wine. The tannins are actually a little bit more subdued than a lot of times what you'll find with a young wine. Like, I mean, 2016, it's 4 years old, but it's still considered a young wine for sure for Tempranillo.
And I know in the last video we just said that you should pair like with like, but I was just tasting this and I thought of Mrs. Simone's sausage and peppers, and this would go fantastic with the sausage and peppers, and I'd be more than happy to help you drink it if you ever wanted to make me food. Anything else?
All right, no,
That's
that's
the
it,
solo.
guys. Thank
Yeah.
you so much, and hopefully we'll be up and going next month. Be safe and take care, everybody. Thank you again.
Bye.